Hello. I had heard something the other day that just broke my heart. Just the new concept that it's okay to call somebody by any other name than they choose to be called by. Meaning, like, somebody saying that it's okay to downgrade a human being and make them feel less than and make them feel not worthy is absolutely not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay that somebody in power thinks that they can deem somebody else's power. That is unacceptable. We are all human beings. Regardless of the understanding that one person has for another group of people, we are all human beings and we all deserve the exact same treatment. There is not one person that is above another person. There is not one person that has a special right over another person. There is not a separation, us versus them. It is not about any of that. It is about the collective. We are one heart, one mind. And the problem is that when we start dividing and we start using power struggles and fear to try and control another group of people, we are separated from ourselves. We are creating chaos where there doesn't need to be chaos. And I feel so passionate right now and so angry. And I'm going to sit down and trying to figure out where I can channel this anger. Because at no point in time, regardless of how I feel personally about a person or a situation, at no point in time is it ever okay to force somebody, one, to be who you think that they should be, or two, to dehumanize a person and say, well, you're less than me. You're down here, I'm up here. We're all on this same journey. We are all just students of life, and we are all just trying to create an atmosphere of learning and growth in this world. Calling a person by an inanimate object, or refusing to call them by the gender that they choose to be called by, is never okay, because we are all interconnected. Basically, we're warring within ourselves, which doesn't make any sense. One, because you just need to find the balance. We need to find the balance, come back to the things that are important. All of the smoke and mirrors and the show that goes on, none of that stuff is important. What is important is the lessons that we are here to learn and to grow as human beings and spiritual beings, right? We are here for the purpose of knowledge. We are here to become the best versions of ourselves. And getting caught up in that drama is not the best version of ourselves. And everyone has the right to feel safe, to feel seen, to feel loved, and to feel heard. Regardless of anything else, right? That is our basic human right. Every single human being has the right, without having to fight for it, without having to demand it. You are born with that right as a human being to be loved, right? And we should love those around us. We should build community. We should honor the people in our lives. We should let go of old thought processes and old beliefs and old paradigm shifts and old timelines that don't matter anymore. They have collapsed. It is time to build forward into the new timeline. It is time to move forward, and it is time to let all of the past go. It's beyond time. Like, we've waited long enough. This is the moment that we need to start forward motion. And it breaks my heart that anybody should ever have to be in fear because of anything about them that sets them apart. We should cherish the uniquenesses that make us us. We should honor the vast tapestry of our community. We should understand that just like the flowers are different, just like the animals are different, not everything is exactly the same. And we need to honor those differences. We need to understand that it's those differences that make us who we are. And we need to ask questions and appreciate things and learn to understand what we don't get, right? We need to seek that knowledge. And right now, as things are, there's a lot of fear going on in the world. There's a lot of distress. There's a lot of upheaval. There's a lot happening. And this is the time for us to gather in strength. This is the time for us to come together, band together, be stronger together. This is not the time for us to isolate each other and separate from each other and try to section off. This is the time for us to rise together in strength. So what I'm going to spend some time doing is looking into various organizations where I can start putting my energy in some work, because I have to acknowledge I don't have all of the information that I need to have as far as like where I can send this passion that I feel as far as like creating change, but I'm going to look into it. And I pray that each person is able to keep their light shining so brightly and understand that this is not about singling groups out. This is about banding together as a collective. Do not let anybody ever take that from you. Your basic human rights to be loved and to be cherished, those are something that we are all born into. And I get that sometimes life doesn't always work out that way for everybody, but every human being should be loved and honored and respected. Period. I feel like I'm gonna cry. But at this point in time, please keep your power strong, keep your light strong. Do not let anybody tell you that they are more powerful than you. Do not let anybody take your power from you. You are powerful, okay? And the people that try to take that power from you know how powerful you are, and they are trying to stamp that out. Do not let them. Shine your light so brightly that there is no lower vibration that can stay there. Okay? I pray that everybody is safe, and that everybody is loved. And if you're not loved, create a new situation where you are loved. Okay? Thanks, guys.